Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about Sword and Shield in the first title update. As you can see, we have 4 new monsters, which is Lucid Narga, Goldion, Silverlass, and Sitting Basil. But for Sword and Shield, we only got like 3 of them, from Lucent, Rathian, and Rathalos. And let's see what's changed and what's new in this title update for Sword and Shield. Let's get right into it. Okay, so here we got the new 3 Sword and Shield, which is from Lucent, Goldion, and Silver Rathalos. Let's talk about Lucent Nargacuga. As you can see, it has like 340 raw with innate purple sharpness, some poison, 0 affinity, and good decoration slots. But sadly, it only have level 1 rampage slots. But as you can see, even though he got like high raw and good slots, the sharpness is just kinda bad for a raw Sword and Shield. You probably want to use this for Grinder S build, but Grinder S is not that comfortable in multiplayer or even in general hunt if you cannot utilize it properly. So it can be viable, but it's not for me. I think maybe you can try it, but it's not bad, but it's not great either. And second one, we have Gold Rathian, which is probably the best. Not the best, but it's viable now for comfortable hunt because of the white sharpness, which there's a lot of it, and level 3 slots, and good affinity too. Like you have to only put like level 4 or of critical eye to reach 100% affinity with Tenderizer, so it's pretty good. And the third one is the Silver Rathalos. This might be your go-to fire sword and shield now, but there is some viable option later on. But for now, let's talk about this one. The Silver Rat SNS is pretty good because of the affinity. It has high element and white sharpness, but as you can see, the raw is kinda low for an endgame Sword and Shield. It's even lower than the final upgrade of normal Rathalos, but it could be made up with the augments to get to like 320. But if you use this, it's really good because you only have to put your skills to attack boost or anything, because you already get like 35 affinity, so you only put Tenderizer or probably some crit dice, or you can use Bloodlust if you want to. So it's really good, but there's an alternative to this, and I'm gonna show you this one. The alternative is the Insect Sword and Shield. Even for fire, thunder, and ice, if you're only focusing on elements, then this might be your go-to element Sword and Shield, because it has a lot of white sharpness, good raw, good elements, and good slots. So you can use it anything you want. Like you want to use Razor Sharp, Master Touch, Dereliction, Bloodlust, anything. You can build anything literally with this. You can even slot in like critical elements, and because you're playing critical element, you have to make sure that you hit the 100% affinity with Tenderizer, so you can use the critical element. And this Sword and Shield really help with critical elements because of the slot it has, and the new monster's armor got decent slots. No, it's not decent, it's actually really good. for elemental sword and shield, and we'll talk about it later. And for dragon and water, pretty much the same. Dragon, you go for fast tracks. Element, you go for Ludroth. Especially dragon, fast track sword and shield is just too good. It has high raw, huge wide sharpness, huge dragon, good slots, good rampage deco slots, and the water one is not bad either. I've been using this since the release of Sunbreak, and pretty much the best water one. You can use whatever you want, but this is my preference, and you might like it if you want to try it. For Rose Sword and Shield, it's pretty much the same. You can use Kamura, Magna, but except this one we got a new one, which is Gold Rathian. And you can use this for damage or comfort, but overall, with the new weapon augments and armor augments, the Kamura and Magna will do better than Rathian. I use Rathian for multiplayer because how comfortable it is and how good it looks, and the good affinity too. So it's pretty viable, even though I probably deal like less damage than the other two. Now, let's talk about the armor. Now, let's talk about Gold Rathian armor. As you can see, it's not a bad armor. It has chain crit, crit boost, foray, and new skills, which is Defiance and Status Trigger. But the main thing about this armor is the chain crit and the slot it has. For Sword and Shield, it's really beneficial because it can put another slots for another skills, and you still got like chain crit level 1 or level 2. And the armor pieces that you want to build or craft is the helmet and the braces. It has level 2 slots, 2 level 2 slots, and level 4 2 1 slots. Both of them will give you level 3 chain crit, which is really good for elemental sword and shield. For Silver Rathalos, it really have elemental focus skills such as critical boost, no, not critical boost, critical element, and fire attack, and the new one, which is element exploit. Mind you, that only works for element hit zones higher than 20 or 20. It will give you 10% on level 1, 12.5% level 2, and 15% on level 3. And the armor pieces that you want to build is the braces and the mail or chestplate, because the chestplate is really good for fire sword and shield, and the braces is for when you're not using golden braces for the chain crit. You can use it for the element exploit and the critical element. Even though the slots kinda bad, but I hope the RNG god helps you to get another deco upgrade from the braces. That's it for elemental sword and shield. The conclusion is elemental sword and shield just got stronger in first title update with Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian armor, but at the same time, the raw damage of sword and shield, it's getting higher too, not just the elements. So it's pretty strong in Sunbreak. I mean, in the first title update. You can try any build with the new augment systems, but for now, it's pretty much the same build that I've been making in the video, and you can upgrade it a little bit. It won't deal like higher, like a lot higher damage. It's just more options for you to build the sets around some utility skills or sharpness management skills. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if it's a bit rushed, but I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.